Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today we're back in automation with the Lite campaign V3 opt-in beta, based on the currently 28th of December patch, and we just fucked up our current production of the Dubravka. Fortunately, it was at a point where it was getting lower and lower sales, and we had a bit of a stock, that too, which is good. So we did make a handsome profit there towards the end, until it dropped dead to zero. Our muscle car is coming out reasonably soon, and I hope that one sells well, because otherwise we might be fucked. We might not be able to pay for this massive engineering project. We shall see though. Maybe I should lower my research budget. Let's forward time and see how badly we fared. We are going to sell into a nice rising economy, still at 3.6 billion. And our muscle car is soon coming out. Just another month. Hopefully we didn't fuck up its engine. Oh, now we're producing and this is looking good. Oh, yeah. This is looking very nice. Let's have a quick look here. Currently selling at 30% markup. That will probably go up, making a moderate amount of profit, but it's a much lower volume production, of course. And we've already produced a month worth of stock and still have made a profit. Almost. Not really. Anyway, looking good so far. So what are we selling into? Select all relevant regions. Like this. Oh, okay. Okay. That's basically what I thought. Family sport, but not selling into pony. Oh, and this big hole as well. That's another terrible thing about us having no production of actual family cars. All our awareness will be going down. I mean, our marketing can hold it up, but like, what are people supposed to buy? It's a bit of a fail there. Yeah, we can't get rid of them at very high margins. Decent margins. We're turning a profit again, which is very good news, so we will see this one through and get back our normal production again. Oh, wow. Oh, this is making plenty of profit now. 31 million. And I think it is time to think about a facelift for our Draguna. That one is still going strong, but it might not for ever, and we are currently in a good position where we know that we have no worries whatsoever about paying off the factory retooling of our main project. So the bug with the facelift deleting of the engine is not going to kill us here. Good news. And that old engine, due to another bug, was kind of useless anyway, so it's fine. It's fine, we don't need it anymore, thanks. So let's just head in here and see what we can do in facelifting. That can also facelift the engine. So that will be interesting to see what we can do. Might want to put on SPFI on that one too. So let's edit the engine project and do it properly. So we add a facelift. We select both of these. They're both green now. Okay, and now rename them. Now we can edit them. Oh shit. If we go for multi-point, that is 86 months. Shit, yes, okay. SPFI is also 41.6. Okay, but we might want to do this. We might indeed want to do this. This gives us some extra power too. 7 extra horses. Oh, this is at +2 quality for the fuel system though. Yeah. Didn't calculate with that. This should make it even faster though. 32 months. That's not too bad. How much is this now? 35. That's 3 years worth of time. That might be a little long. And we still want to... Oh! This is the pony version. Why doesn't it... Is it? No, this is the M version. What? This is the M version. Okay. Let's clear the held engine, revert to held engine, clear the held engine, yes. So now we're at 190 horsepower. This is the muscle engine. Okay, then that one needs to be opened up slightly. Oh no, no, okay. No, it was correct. Okay, this is good. 190 horsepower instead of right. I already opened it up. So that one needed to be opened up, and we can go a bit more rich. 13.5 there. We now have an ECU, so we can have a higher ignition timing. And one extra cam profile, and we get 195 horsepower. Quickly, run the engine. There it is. Yes. So now the tuned down version of this one also gets the update. 30 cam, yeah, let's switch over to our new fuel system. And I think this should do already. We do have a decent setup here. 162 horsepower. Decent efficiency, 17.8. But we can rev it slightly higher. That's taking 0.3 of reliability. Is that fine? Yeah, I mean, revving out is quite important. That would limit it too severely, wouldn't it? No, let's just... This only gives us 0.1. And this gives us... No, this is all fine. 0.1? Yeah. Alright, let's go with 5.6. And now for the actual trims. Let's see what has happened in all those years. This is still scoring really well in muscle. Oh, advanced automatic has become available. But no, this is a little shitbox car. So that's not an option. Same thing goes for the geared limited slip diff. No, that would be a Freudian thing. All these settings still look awesome. The tires should have come down in price too. And the brakes are still good. Now for the interior. Oh, it's the phonograph! Yes, and it's still available. The phonograph is available. Alternatively, we can put in something that is 11 times as expensive. Luxury cassette player. Ugh, everyone hates it. It's the phonograph. It's the phonograph car. I mean, look at that. There should be a big phonograph back there. Oh, this is something to invest into. Variable hydraulic. That should up it quite significantly. Yeah, worth the investment for sure. Bit of engineering time there, but that makes the car not feel like a pregnant cow on ice, as I used to say. And with a bit of tuning, we are back to 100% sportiness. Beautiful. And these categories all light up, which is fantastic. I think this one is done. And now for the pony variant. Let's have a look. Oh, no. This one can't work. This one really can't work. It has selected the luxury cassette player. Nope. I think it might have to get a phonograph as well, because it's so... Oh no, it's not that dirt cheap. Oh, it's too bad. Then we go for the basic 8-track, but also variable hydraulic. Yeah, despite it costing more, the score is going up. It's looking good. Well, yeah, it's more affordable. The difference has come down between the two cars. So here we are. That's done. Looking good. I noticed that we almost overproduced a bit. Almost overproduced them a bit. It was right at the limit. We could sell them at like 40 and 20% markup, but that was already building stock at points, so we can't really up the production of them. We can try to make them more efficient in production though. Currently sitting at 60. That's 44 million tooling costs. It's definitely worth investing a bit more into them. Oh, that's around 70 of automation. The efficiency starts dropping. That's because this is then like more automated than the project is made for. Have to consider that in the setting of the engineering as well. So that one is signed off, and oh, that's very generous of you. 19 months only. Yeah, we didn't change much. Oh, and these sliders are maxed. All right. Well, funding can remain there. Don't know about pressure. Doesn't have to, necessarily. I don't think we can finish the engine that fast. Let's try to get the tooling slider to 65 and process, yeah, save a bit of material costs. That could help with this car because there are some more expensive components in it. Okay, we need to sign off the engine projects as well. This is looking fine. Factory needs to be updated. And 60, well, making it even more automated doesn't really help us. The engines are already dirt cheap. And now engineering, oh, that is, oh, yeah, okay. Reliability is all the way down. Pressure is all the way up. Tooling is all the way down. I think here we are going to invest a bit. So, 29 months. I know it's not aligned, but it doesn't have to be. So I sign this one off and go back to the car and see what more we can do. We could up the reliability of the car. They don't like that. And they don't like that because then they have to pay back more for the project, which ups the costs overall, of course, the base cost of the car. So let's just put it for our brand image, which would be, what's it called, reputation, brand reputation. Let's keep it high. And the rest we can put into tooling, that makes more sense. This would be the cheapest, most mass-produced muscle car ever. So, well, no. The Americans are pretty good at that. So, 26 months. It's closer than before. Oh, we can lower pressure and gain more familiarity that way. I think that's already in. Not sure though. Need to check. Alright, 28.9. Looking like it's making a profit. And very, very good scoring. Whoa, it's going up. How's that a thing? These things have become super dirt cheap. 6,000 and 5,300. Crazy low prices. Okay, here we go. Sign it off. Oh, 29 and 30. Bah, it's fine. And there we have them. Ready to be engineered. So save and let's get forward to our release of the new... No! It's called Model 1. I forgot to give it a name. Oh man, Rob, what did you do? Can we change that now? I don't think we can change that. Oh no, we can change that. Okay, so what is the name of the car? It has not been released yet, so it's not Model 1 that the people are buying. It was just internally called Model 1, you know? Yeah, very important. And we shall call it the Kalina. Yes, it worked. Okay. Oh, crisis averted. Crisis is averted. Yes. Oh, by the way, you probably pointed that out in the last episode. But thing is, I just today released on recording date? No, yesterday. I released episode 4. So, yeah. Yeah, and tonight will be episode 5. So I'm way ahead of you guys. I couldn't read your comments. Oh, now the big costs are starting. Ouch. Oh no, the big costs are coming. This is the large factory tooling stuff. And we are right now heading into a recession. Not in a recession yet, it's still growing, but now we're hitting negative territory. Wow, we're losing money so fast. But now the new production is kicking in. Come on, next month tick. And boom. Oh, very good markups. And nice production so far. These will be turned down quite a bit, and this one turned up, it looks like. The family utility is selling like crazy. Finally, we have a market again. Let's check our market awareness. That thing must have exploded towards the negative. Yeah, we're oh man. We've lost like 20% awareness in all that time, in those years where we had no cars to sell. Yeah, not good. But together with the marketing we're doing, these numbers should be rising super quick now. Let's see the sales figures. Oh yeah, we are in many, many categories now. Should only take a few months to settle this one in. Let's see what happens. Okay, we are already turning a profit, 30 million. 70 million now, has readjusted itself. 93 million, 115 million, 132 million. No one can say that the algorithm is bad in that sense. It knows how to turn a profit, that's for sure. 127 million, that is looking very healthy. Should have back our money in no time. And they are still producing. Very soon Oh, stop producing that one. Oh yeah. Okay, now they stopped for retooling. Still selling off some stock of the pony cars. And there the new production is starting at 157%. Whoa, and we are selling at 157%. Whoa, that is solid performance. But did we overproduce? No, we didn't. What's going on here? Why's the... What? Stop you right there. What's going on? Why doesn't it sell anything? Why doesn't it sell anything? Did the algorithm somehow become weirded out? So agree, pause this one so that we reset the algorithm basically. And start, agree. And I just zipped up the January of 1983 automatic save game just so that we can look into this as a bug as well, because that's not supposed to happen. Unless, of course, I had too low safety standards on that, which I don't think I have. The stats should be fine. Let's just check it out for a sec. So we have a safety rating. Oh, yeah. No, this is safe for the 90s and 2000s and whatnot. That's fine. And this one as well. So that's not it. We're not using leaded fuel either. I think. No, we are using regular. So that's good. Yeah, it must have been a hiccup by the AI. Let's see what happens when we unpause it, though. Does it come back? No, it doesn't. Oh, that's a very interesting case. Haven't seen that before. Okay, let's check something else. So if we go in here, and yeah, it has no score. If we create a facelift, what does the score say? Scores are fine. And yeah, if you go in here too, it does show some... Oh, I don't know what it actually shows. This screen has been bugged for a while, but it does show some competitiveness in these categories. Pretty high too, 116. Seems to be accurate. And it looks like another car's profile, really. Family utility? That's not really it. Okay, taking another save game here. I have to zip that one as well, the database. Compare before and after, so that this bug is... I've heard you guys say that this has happened to you as well at some point. A few at least. And I think this should be pretty easy... well, I hope it is pretty easy to solve once we have those two save games. Like before, it did that before it even went into production. And then once it has happened in that state of production. So let me just zip that up. Seems like the game is throwing all kinds of difficulties at me right now because it's way too easy. Ha ha. It's so funny. Let's while this is going on and completely falling apart, let's talk a little bit about the game's difficulty. As you've seen in this Let's Play, it was super easy. Like, if you kind of know what you're doing and are good at designing for specific markets and so on, it is super easy even at super high difficulty settings right now. Way too easy to make money and get into a high production volume and so on. But we had a pretty easy starting setup as well, 700 million and medium factory and everything. So yeah, it's probably because of that. And factories, the factories you get at the start, they aren't considered in the difficulty score yet. And having a medium factory is massive. That is just insane. So that would have lowered my difficulty rating quite significantly. But we still played at, what was it? Did we play at 300 or at 500? I think it was at 300 because I, at that point, actually didn't know how difficult it would be. But then I have read about people that set it to like 20% competitiveness on the difficulty slider and what was maximum money or whatever, and they go bankrupt. It's like, how? That is just such a nice, I would call it a feature of automation. The skill ceiling is just insanely high, and the range of different player skills is wider than in any game I can think of because of how complex it is. You can be a complete, what should I call it in a good way? Sorry, I can't think of a good word to describe it diplomatically. If you're a complete moron at the game, not outside the game necessarily, and if you're a complete moron at the game, then it can be insanely hard. It's like impossibly hard. Just if you're not knowledgeable enough, because there's so many mechanics that are interacting with each other, and if you just take it like the engine itself, like one engine has over 50 parameters if you're building a turbo engine. So let's say it has 40 parameters, and every single one of these parameters can fuck over your engine. Like, how likely is it that if you don't really know what you're doing, that you fuck up one of them? Just one of them. Which completely kills your desirability. And those are compounding factors. Yeah, that is hard. That is really hard. Automation is a hard game, and it will always be a hard game. I mean, I would call them almost trolls, which are saying that oh, you're dumbing down the game and stuff just because you are not implementing fuel maps and all that shit. It's like, no, this would be boring as hell. Our team has made fuel maps for real cars themselves, and by making half of it, they were already bored of it. It's like, no, we're not going to put that in a game. That would be terrible. But yeah, those things. Like, no, this is not hardcore enough. Well, no, obviously it is hardcore enough, because this is fucking hard. But anyway, what are we going to do with this game? This is slowly falling apart. Well, we've lost one factory. I guess it's time to engineer something else. Maybe an entirely new muscle car. Also based on that engine, maybe, because that seems to be working really well. Well, there are some nice car bodies potentially for a new Draguna. I think I'm going to call it Draguna again in some variant, because, well, this model was short-lived, but it was so nice. This name has to live on. We could base it on this one. It's certainly not optimal, but has plenty of cabin space compared to this one. Not compared to this, but this is slightly larger. Maybe we should go for this. Yeah, and this one is a convertible as well. It's not quite nice and boxy. This would be the better follow-up, like thematically. It's still a little boxy, but let's go with this one. It's because of its larger wheelbase as well. It's more prestigious in that sense. And base it on this car. And what do we put in there now? We do want to engineer it pretty fast, because our current car is broken, after all. Our standard setup, like all cars. And let's select our little boxer engine, or not so little boxer engine. Do we want to engineer that again, just 3 years after it? I guess it's better to do so, because the factory setup needs to definitely be updated, because it's fucked up right now. Okay, I've updated the engines. So let's back out of here and just put that one in. Select existing engine. There's the facelifted version. Let's build the muscle car first. The good thing about this is that we are going to have a convertible, hardtop convertible. And yeah, if you really want to, you can actually beef up the shape a bit. It seems to be working. Yeah, this looks a bit more muscly. A viscous diff should be within the realm of possibility for this one, now that we have access to it. It does take a lot of engineering time, but we are only going for standard stuff here. Yeah, this is just 17 months worth of engineering. It's nothing. We have a lot of familiarity with this already. We can base this on 205s and 17s. I don't know if that is enough. Maybe not. Oh, we now have ABS. But,
Oh yeah, engineering time. Ouch. 43. Although, I wonder, is it supposed to be 43? That might almost be a little low. I have to check my spreadsheet here. Okay, no. This is weirdly high. That is weirdly high. I set it to 24 months for the first time you engineer it. And is this because it's at +3 for some reason? I think some of the calculations just seem odd here. There must be some other factors coming into it, and I don't know where they are. There's a lot to investigate. Oh, I see. It looks like they are... yeah, they're just added up. Look at that. If we select none here, then... oh, none? Okay, so the base cost is 6, which is the base cost for the power steering, not being there, like steering column and stuff. That is the base cost. Correct. Then we have 12, then we have 18. Correct. All correct. That is what I have in the spreadsheet. Then if I go for this one and subtract 6, because that is the base cost of this one, then we end up at 25.33, which is very close to the 24 I've set. So, okay, that seems alright actually. This is just a weird tooltip thing, that it's all added up for the whole section instead of being per item. We do have some nice familiarity bonus for the standard 80s. Oh, the standard 70s should be lower than this. It's not, I guess the tooltip doesn't really show it. Anyway, standard 80s it is. That's a very good first run. 164 straight up. And we can make it faster. Let's see. 7.4 seconds 0 to 100. How fast can this one go? 7.1. But too much wheel spin. We need a 5th gear for this thing. This gearing is just trash. Can't really handle it with a... I have to go for very low spacings. That's all very high spacings. So that is not optimal. This should make it slightly easier. 7.3 seconds. The diff also helps, doesn't it? Yeah, a little bit. This seems to be more or less optimal. Oh, they want to sport. Okay, sport and premium A-track. And let's do that for muscle. And I have set it up reasonably well, I would think. This is at 100% sportiness. That's plenty of sportiness. 35.8. And these categories look beautiful. And we shall call this model the Draguna R2. Sounds good and makes sense because we're just replacing it. Anyway, guys, I think that should be it for today. We shall continue to design the Draguna lineup for the next episode. And we shall see what more things this game has to throw at us in regards to bugs. Because so far it has not been kind to me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.